Jay, you got your 4s and 5s set up for these coverage teams?
We're getting close to it. We think we zeroed in on some guys the other day, and now it's a process of just trying to train them to understand how to do cover kicks and whatnot the Auburn way. So we got some guys in mind. We're working through the kinks, try to see how it goes, and we'll go from there.
You want to share some names?
Not until we get it set. Not until we get it set. And I'm not sure when that'll be, if it'll be next week or this week, whenever. This is our first day doing it with the new arrangement of our depth chart. So, yeah, I'm not ready to share names yet.
How are your kickers coming along?
Very well. Very well. They're doing a really nice job in both kicking and punting. Both of those kids are young, and there's the consistency is not where it needs to be, but they've been getting better and better through the course of camp. I just hope it shows up on game day.
You talk about the pressure that Cody may be feeling replacing a guy that was, the all-time leading scorer and all that.
Well, yeah, I don't think what Wes did for 4 years here is on Cody's shoulders. Cody's a different kicker. He's a different kid, different time. Wes was around me for a couple years, and Cody's been around me for a year already, and this is going to be his second year. So I just think that he's his own player, and you can't replace somebody that has scored as many points as Byram did and made as many clutch field goals. He's just got to be his own person. So yeah, it's not about him comparing to Byram. It's Cody competing with Cody every day.
How is he in, I guess, simulated scrimmage situations where you're trying to,
He's been pretty good. He's been pretty good. He started off a little sluggish. For whatever reason, we weren't kicking nearly as good in the stadium as we were out here on the practice field. The stadium has a little different wind factor and an element that wind kind of swirls in there a little bit. But he since then picked it up. The last scrimmage he was pretty solid right on, and the last few days he's made all of his kicks. So that's what we look for. We want to be 100% every day, and he's done that the last couple of days.
Have you settled in on the 2 or 3 punt returners?
We have. We got three selection choices back there, and right now we're looking at Q Carr, we're looking at Javon Reed, and we're looking at Quan Bray. Those are our 3 guys that are going to carry the load for us next season or this season.
Biggest thing for those two freshmen to protect the ball and catch approach, is that the biggest?
I don't know what the biggest thing is there. I know one thing: we've been absolutely awful there. And not just because they're catching. I thought Q did an okay job last year at fielding the kicks. Ball security was an issue on a couple occasions. We dropped one in Mississippi State. He fumbled one in Alabama, which wasn't his fault coincidentally, but he got the blame. And probably had a couple other muffs in there that we controlled. So to me, we're beyond just catching the ball now. I thought we did as good as anybody else in the country did last year in terms of catching it. Where we're really poor is we're having a guy that can do something with it after they catch it, and that's where we're trying to go with it now. I mean, last year's hurdle was to get somebody back there where we're not just holding our breath every single time. Last year we just held our breath a few times, and now we're getting to the point where we feel like, hey, we got to take that next step and get somebody that can advance the football up the field.
You intrigue me that Quindarius Carr's fumble against Alabama was not his fault. Right?
No. No, we had a double team on that gunner that hit him, and we whiffed. We had 2 guys covering one, and anytime you have 2 guys covering one, you're not supposed to whiff. We wanted an opportunity there, and I watch the games. We play them over and over and over again. We have recruits come in. I watch the games, and I hear the announcer say, "Oh, he shouldn't have tried to return that one." Well, that was a return all the way. Every chance we get to return the ball across the 50 in that situation, we're going to try to do it. We're going to be aggressive, and we had a double team on the gunner, and we didn't even touch him with the inside guy. So we've worked very diligent at that this off season, this spring, and this fall, and hopes that we're going to be a lot better at that. But that wasn't his fault. He knew we were in return mode, and usually when we're in return mode, we do a pretty good job of holding up, and that wasn't the case there.
1 or 2 more for Coach. How's Fultz coming along?
Very well for a freshman. He is doing a phenomenal job. He's everything we had hoped he'd be and better. So we're really pleased with his progression, and we need another guy that we can count on. We only have really 2 true tight ends, and those guys are doing dual positions for us. They're playing tight end / H-back or 3-back in our offense for us, so we need some depth there.
I mean, if you had to pick one of those spots to play in, where is he more advanced? Is it a 3 or
Those
outside?
both they go hand in hand with us. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing one, you're playing the other. You know, Lutz is doing both, and he's doing both, and
Guys, we got players and coaches waiting, so.
that's what it is.
Do you expect him to play against Utah State?
I do. He will play. I will play.